My name is Jenna Cooper. This is my second vlog for my global learning project. For today's vlog, Gino and I discussed his high school experience and college experiences compared to mine. Not only does he have cultural views that differ from mine about education, his experiences were also very different. As we do in America, Canadians have grades kindergarten to 12th grade. They also have middle school. In Canada, it is not popular as it is in America to attend preschool as children. They believe in parent-to-student interactions. With this, the parents teach their children how to read, how to write, and how to do basic math problems. In addition, they teach their children to be kind to others rather than sending their children off to a preschool where they can learn all of these things from a teacher. Due to Gino's cultural background, his Italian mother wanted him to value reading like most Italians do. She made him read many books that challenged his reading levels as he was growing up. Gino had the reading level of an 8th grader as a 2nd grader because his mom pushed him so hard in that subject. On the contrary from his mother, his Portuguese father valued math. Gino is at the highest math that Michigan State University offers, and he believes that this would not be possible without his father's guidance as a young child. Gino's experience is different than mine in the aspect that he did not attend preschool, and nor did I, but our parents were very different about how we went about it. My mom is actually an educator, as I've told you before, but she taught me multiple things as I was growing up, and she never once forced anything on me. It was more she told me it was important to learn it rather than forcing it down my throat. And I think Gino's parents did kind of force it on him. But I think either way it was beneficial for both of us not to go to preschool, but I think we're both biased on this opinion because I'm sure preschool actually does help some children. But in addition to preschool views, Gino made it a very big point to me multiple times throughout our interaction that Canadian teachers have a broader spectrum on other countries. For example, they talk about America very often, and Gino has found that Americans do not really talk about Canada at all. And also in Canada, they're forced to take Latin and social background type classes about other countries like in Asia and Europe. And Gino said that he absolutely loved these classes because he got to learn about the cultural background of his parents' cultures, his mom being Italian, his dad being Portuguese, but it was interesting to him how he could learn about this in the classroom and compare it to what they would tell him at home. Also, Gino did not attend high school in the States, so he had a hard time comparing it to what I went through, but he's intrigued to hear how Canadian education experiences differ from his teammates, like on the hockey team. He also finds it very strange that in America, college courses can be worth so little, and by this he meant in Canada there was really no such thing as classes worth 1 or 2 credits. They ranged from 4 to 6 credits, which I thought was very odd because I don't even think that's possible in Michigan State. But he said that after talking to his friends, he has found that Canadian college seems to be a lot more difficult than American colleges, but that could also be a biased opinion just because he's from Canada, and I would say to other people, yeah, American college is very challenging, so I can see how he would be biased there. But in addition to Gino's and I discussion about his opinion of college in Canada being more difficult than America, we also discussed more of a case study type thing about how Canadians teach math versus how Americans teach math, because Gino is very accelerated in the math area. So we found that in Canada it is very to the textbook and that they don't really search for new methods on how to do things. But in America, it's very common for us to find shortcuts and just kind of be lazier about the whole thing. And then Gino related that back about how Americans are more culturally lazy in ways, and in addition he was talking about how in America reading is not as important as it is in Canada. By this he meant they were tested on their reading levels twice a year instead of once every 2, I believe we did in elementary school. And also he said that tests regarding reading was more rigorous in Canada, meaning that teachers really wanted to see that children were actually sitting down and reading the book and understanding what they were reading. So I thought that was also very interesting. But just looking at the differences between the two countries, we can see that Americans do take the more lackadaisical route, which is very interesting. But overall, this vlog was very interesting for me to conduct to him because I enjoy broadening my horizons to new and different things. Gino could be biased about his opinions, like I said, but so can I. But learning from him is very different because I like seeing how Americans do things compared to other countries because I know that lesser countries or smaller countries view America as something so special and like the place to be type thing. So I like hearing about other countries. And Gino is just very interesting to talk to because he does have such a mix of two very different cultures, Portuguese and Italian. So overall, I've been enjoying this. And again, I would like to thank you so much for this opportunity for all of us to expand our knowledge beyond my own country and my own culture. So thank you, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye.